Yo, 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 what's good, family? You already know what it is. It's your boy, DJ Universe, and this right here is the Dream Hustle Podcast. This is where we tear down the culture, the music, the movement, all of it. But today, today we're like taking it all the way back to where it started. I'm talking like the real roots of hip-hop. This ain't just another episode. It's a straight-up tribute, a dedication to the greatest hip-hop film ever made. Yup, I said it. Wild Style. No cap. If you don't know about Wild Style, don't sweat it, 'cause you about to find out. And if you already know, yo, we taking it deeper for real. We talking about what made this film the blueprint of hip-hop cinema. The way it captured the essence of this culture. Raw, untamed. You feel me? Real hip-hop in its purest form. This is the energy that still fuels MCs, DJs, B-boys, graffiti artists, everybody out here hustling today. So boom, let's rewind to the Bronx, New York, 1983. You gotta picture this. Hip-hop wasn't just music back then. This was survival. It was art. It was a whole way of life. Everything dudes was, doing was a movement. True expression. And the movie Wild Style, it brought all that to life. You know what I'm saying? Like this was hip-hop coming up strong from the ground up. Listen up. Wild Style wasn't just any movie. This joint was the original, the first. Charlie Ahern, the director, he ain't just shooting a movie. He was like capturing a moment in time, an era, you feel me? And get this, the cast, not actors. Nope, no Hollywood nonsense here. Straight up real ones from the scene. I'm talking graffiti legends like Quiñones, Zorro in the movie, and Lady Pink. They were painting history on those walls, man. True pioneers. Then you had the DJs, the MCs. Yo, Grandmaster Flash himself is in it. The Cold Crush Brothers too. This wasn't some made-up version of hip-hop. It was the real deal. Everybody played themselves, you know? And then, Fab Five Freddy. This dude was everywhere at the time, making moves, connecting worlds. Graffiti, turntables, rhymes, breakdancing. He linked it all. And yeah, he's in the movie, playing himself. Like, how dope is that? It felt like history filmed itself. For real. Alright, so check this out. What makes Wild Style a straight-up classic ain't just because, it's a hip-hop film. It's because it stayed real. I mean, deadass, it wasn't trying to be Hollywood, wasn't sugarcoating nothing. It was raw. The streets, the trains, the block parties, it brought that whole vibe to the screen. And when you watch it, you feel it, deep in your chest. You hear the Bronx, the grind, the spirit of those early days. It's like, this wasn't about, let's make it pretty. This was real life. The hunger, the struggles, the creativity pouring out from everyone who was part of it. And that's hip-hop, you feel me? That relentless energy that just refuses to get ignored. For real, Wild Style showcased the heart of a movement that was, yelling to the world, yo, we're here and we're not going nowhere. And that's why Zorro's story slaps so hard. If y'all don't know, Quiñones, who plays Zorro, is one of the illest graffiti artists, ever. Facts. And Zorro's grind in the film, man, it's so real. The dude is out here looking for respect and recognition while dealing with a world that just can't vibe with him. Ain't that the story of, every underground artist, though? You gotta hustle, you gotta push, even when people don't get you. That's hip-hop at its core. No cap. Every rapper, DJ, breaker, street artist, they can feel that, 'cause it's their story too. So, we gotta talk about the music, right? I mean, this ain't just a movie. Wild Style was, a whole vibe. You feel me? And the soundtrack? Oh, man, the soundtrack didn't just slap. It set the tone for an entire culture. Fab Five Freddy and Chris Stein, they didn't just throw some tracks together. They created a masterpiece. A straight up classic. For real. It's one of the most important collections of beats and bars in hip-hop history. You got the Cold Crush brothers bringing those battle rhymes, no filter, raw energy. Grandmaster Flash? Yo, this legend was on the wheels of steel, cutting up breaks like only he could. And that theme song, phew, that wild style beat is iconic. The moment you hear it, it's like you're transported. It's the heartbeat of early hip-hop, no cap. And here's what's dope about it. It didn't just stop in the 80s. You feel me? That wild style theme kept evolving. Nas sampled it on The Genesis. A Tribe Called Quest flipped it too. Like, it became this eternal sound that producers kept paying homage to over the years. That's how you know it's legendary, when your cultural footprint spans decades. Every beat, scratch, and hook in that soundtrack, it's like the DNA of hip-hop in its purest form. Straight up. Alright, so here's the real question. Why does wild style still matter? Why are we still talking about it like it just dropped yesterday? It's simple. This movie is like timeless. You gotta understand, it wasn't just about hip-hop. This film straight up was hip-hop. It showed the grind, the struggle of artists trying to earn that respect, the energy of kids flipping their environment and creating something beautiful, man. It's the story of how a global movement was born. And honestly, it's still shaping how we vibe today. In music, in art, in fashion. And look, if y'all don't believe me, just peep the ripple effects. Movies like Style Wars, Beat Street, Crush Groove, all those, man, you can trace back to wild style. Directors like Spike Lee couldn't ignore it. He brought hip-hop culture straight into his movies because it showed the world was already watching. And artists, man, they still reference it, still sample it, still keep it alive. No cap, this ain't just a film. It's the foundation, the bedrock of everything that came after. Real talk. Wild style is living proof that hip-hop has always been bigger than just music. It's a whole vibe, a lifestyle, a movement, something that ain't ever gonna fade. So, if you call yourself a hip-hop head and you ain't seen Wild Style, do yourself a favor. Stop what you're doing and go watch it. For real, right now. This ain't just a movie, it's a snapshot of where the culture was born. You feel me? And honestly, it's a reminder of why we're all here. Hip-hop ain't ever been about money or fame or clout. Nah, it's deeper than that. It's about self-expression. It's about passion, leaving your mark, whether it's a train, a turntable, or a mic. That's what it's always been about from the jump. And yo, I gotta give mad love to Charlie Ahern for seeing the vision and making it happen. And to the legends, Fab Five Freddy, Lee Quiñones, Lady Pink, Grandmaster Flash, the Cold Crush brothers, every single one of them who brought this masterpiece to life. Without them, we'd all be missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. No cap. But listen, my real flowers go out to you. Yeah, you, the listeners, the creators, the grinders out here every day repping the culture and pushing it forward. That's why I started the Dream Hustle podcast. This is all about honoring the OGs, celebrating what's happening now, and inspiring y'all to keep taking it to the next level. Hip-hop ain't just a genre, it's a lifestyle, it's a movement. So keep hustling, keep grinding, keep dreaming, and never let anyone tell you can't do something. If it's in your heart, it's yours for the taking. Real talk. All right, y'all. I'm DJ Universe, and that's my time. One love, one culture, one hip-hop. Until next time, peace.